Every Day Forward is brought to you by The Sound That Compel, an entity of Compel Inner Province LLC. For booking and more information, call 1-855-588-4977 or visit us online at www.compelinnerprovince.org.
I'm going to help you out. You know what your problem is? Your problem is you're so focused on what people think about you that you consider their opinions more than you consider what you believe in yourself. See, you can't make it nowhere like that, baby. You don't look at me with that tone. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Every day is a day that you have to make a decision that you're going to put forth the best effort that you have. You're not going to focus on all the exterior, the hoop. Come on, y'all. This is college. Man, let me tell you, you're in the position right now in your life, the decisions that you make today are going to affect you in every way tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after. Do not get to 30 years old and look back and say, I wish I would have done this.
You are listening to Every Day Forward with Sidney Bryant.
Hello, I'm Sidney Bryant. Thank you for joining me on Every Day Forward. It is a great privilege to have the opportunity to come to you in the form of a podcast, and I'm so happy that you've taken the time to download the Every Day Forward app, and I hope that you're sharing with your family and friends so they too can be inspired weekly. So it's been a long week, and I missed my Wednesday podcast, but I was able to send you guys a message via the app, and I'm thankful for that opportunity. And that may be something that we do on a regular, is just send you a little something to make your day better. But today I want to focus on something that's I personally feel has helped me to be able to do the things that I love doing as a filmmaker, as a motivational speaker, as a graphics designer, as a photographer, as an editor. These are things that, I constantly remind myself that, you just gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta be happy in doing it. So today I want to talk a little bit from my presentation that I do called The Flight of Destiny. And I'm just going to take some key points and give you in this little 15 minutes. So one thing that I've always done in my life is I've acknowledged that I'm content where I am, but I'm not satisfied. I strive every single day to do better than I did the day before. Something I read in the Bible that the Apostle Paul wrote. He said, "Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am in, therewith to be content." I use that to say that I am content in being who I am and what it is that I do as an editor, as a photographer. I may not have millions of dollars, or I may not get work every single day, or I may not have opportunity to do projects every single week. But I'm content where I am because I know that I'm doing my best. However, I'm not satisfied. So I'm always reaching a little higher than where I am. And that's something that we must always remember, never to let a temporary solution become a permanent mistake. And what that means is never get so satisfied in the temporary place that you're in. Because if you truly desire to go to great levels in life, if you truly desire to be successful, then you are never satisfied where you are. But if you ever get to a point where you go, you know what, I'm satisfied right here where I am, and this is great, that will become a permanent mistake, because you will look back one day and you will say, I did not accomplish what it was I set out to do. I did not make it where I was trying to go. I did not complete those things, even though within yourself and in your mind, you said, I'm going to be successful one day. But you will look back and go, you know what? I made a bad mistake by getting satisfied where I am. I was watching Shark Tank last night, and I saw a guy on there who basically talked his way out of a great deal with all of the sharks, because he actually felt like he was there. He had arrived, that he was in the same place they were in. He went in with the idea of a printing machine that allowed you to print on shoes. And he had this device that he had designed and manufactured that altered the printer that he was using, and that was his proprietary. And every one of the sharks continued to try to direct him in a path that was going to be bigger than just having a store or several stores, but a way to make more money and continue to do what he was doing. But because the mindset that he had is I'm already there, and my idea is the best idea, and in the direction I'm trying to go is the best way to do it, it's like you were pointless in being here. And he further proved that after every single shark was out, he still had one shark who was interested, and that was Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban was interested in this product, in this machine, and this idea. And no doubt in my mind, if he would have got the answers that he desired, he would have given this guy a deal. But he asked the guy a simple question. He said, "How much are you paying yourself?" He said, "Well, right now, I just kind of take, the money goes in my account and I just use it for work purposes, business and stuff of that nature." He said, No, that's not answering my question. My question is, how much are you going to pay yourself? Because if I'm going to give you $300,000 of my money, I need to know, how do you get paid? When do you start getting paid? He made the biggest mistake because what he said came from a person that was satisfied in his temporary space. And it became, or, it could have become, I don't know what the story is after he left the tank. But in this situation, as far as it was between the sharks, he made a permanent mistake with them. He said to Mark Cuban, I'll be good with making six figures for a while. And Mark Cuban goes, "You want me to give you $300,000 of my money for you to pay yourself six figures and never go into your shop? You don't," because the guy was like, at this point, I'm never at my shop anymore. I'm out doing business. My business is working so well. This is going so good. I don't even have to be there no more. Mark Cuban said to him, "No, I need to hear you say, I'm going to work. I'm going to go in there, blood, sweat, and tears. I'm going to live on macaroni and cheese for a while because I'm going to use this money to build this company, to build this product." What I'm trying to get to you today is that when you find yourself satisfied with your temporary place that you're in, the temporary solution, the temporary things that you have going on in your life, they will create permanent mistakes. Because guess what? You don't have the sight or the vision to go higher when you're satisfied. So what we must do is we must reprogram our thinking to go, you know what? I'm where I am. I'm content. Yeah, I have a couple of $100,000 to my name. Okay, I'm doing great, but this is not where I want to stay at, so I'm not satisfied here. So if it means I have to take every penny that I have and reinvest it into what I'm doing and downsize and live in a one-bedroom apartment for a little while to get where I'm going to do that because I'm not satisfied. I'm just content. See, there's a difference in being, satisfied and content. A lot of people don't recognize this. A lot of people think, when you say I'm content, that means you're satisfied. A lot of people think when you say I'm satisfied, that means I'm content. But that's not in any shape, form, or fashion the same thing. That's totally different. How is it different, Sydney? Well, let me give you the definition of satisfied. Satisfied means to be fulfilled. No desires or need. Content means to be in a state of peaceful happiness. Now, can content go into satisfied? Yes. Can satisfied go into content? Yes. But the primary definition lets us know that when you are satisfied, you are pleased, you are gratified, you are fulfilled, you are happy where you are. But when you are content, you're just good right where you are, but you desire to be in other places. You have desires and needs. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to bring your mind to a place of saying, you know what? I haven't reached it yet. I'm working on it. I'm going to get there. But I'm not going to allow my temporary place that I'm in to become a permanent mistake. Because the minute you become what I like to call stagnant, because of what it is, you have the potential to do great things, but you're satisfied in what you've already done, you become stagnant. I've been there before. I've been in a place where I was like, you know what? This is good. This is great. And I got stagnant. But someone came along and they said to me, You are great. You have the power to be anything you desire to be. You can go anywhere you want to go. You can have anything you want to have, but you have got to get yourself back up and do some work. So that took me to the next thing I want to talk to you about. It took me to having to start back affirming myself every day. And part of affirming yourself pushes you out of your place of satisfaction, pushes you from your place of content to start striving for greater when you start affirming yourself. When you start decreeing and declaring over your life that you are going to be successful in this way, you're going to be great at this, you're going to be the top of the class in this, you're going to be the most requested, the most referred. When you start setting your goals higher than where you are. See, sometimes we set goals that are obtainable right now, but we don't recognize that we need some long-term goals that the goals that are obtainable right now lead to. Sometimes you really do need to set a goal that's astronomical. Sometimes you really do need to set a goal that's completely out of your reach. Why? Because it keeps you pushing, it keeps you grinding and working harder and harder and harder every single day to get to that goal. And your goal can't just be, I want to be a millionaire, but you've got to set your goal at an occupation or a purpose and reason for getting to a millionaire and being a millionaire. See, you just don't become a millionaire because you want to be a millionaire, but you got to have something that you desire to do to get to being a millionaire. Nobody's going to come along and just slap $30 million in your pocket. I mean, yeah, you can play the lottery, but like I told you before, playing the lottery, you're wasting time. What are the skills that you have? What are the necessary tools that you have obtained? What do you have in your hand that could get you to being a millionaire? Some people sit down and they think of all these concepts and ideas and inventions and they go, I'm going to do this. And they're from one idea to the next, from one invention to the next, and nothing pans out because they're trying to get to a millionaire, but they're not trying to get to a success. Oh my God. Hear me when I say that they're trying to get to millionaire status, but they're not trying to get to success. You have got to think about success and let the million be the what comes with the success. So you can't just say, I'm a great musician, I want to be a millionaire. No, what are you going to do with your musical talent? Are you going to produce albums? Are you going to work hard to go and play for a popular artist? Are you going to write songs? Are you going to come up with your own album? What are you going to do with the skills you have? I'm an artist, I can draw. Okay, so what are you going to do? You're going to sit on the street all the rest of your life drawing random photos? Or are you going to go and be somebody great and draw or paint this painting that becomes worth millions of dollars? What are you going to do with what you have? Why are you just sitting there in the state of satisfaction, dreaming and hoping of one day being a millionaire? No, take those skills, take those ideas, work to become successful. When you become successful, then the millions of dollars will come with it. Ladies and gentlemen, you have got to get yourself out of satisfaction into content and begin to reach for something higher than what's obtainable right now. As long as you're always reaching, as long as you're always pushing to get to that next level, you never make the mistake that this guy made on Shark Tank by saying, I could live on 6 figures. No, I don't need to be paid right now. Just give me the money to put in this company and I'm going to work my butt off to be successful and to make this money back so that we both can become richer than we are right now. Hey, I'm Sidney Bryan. Thank you for tuning in to Everyday Forward. Today's podcast, I want you to walk away with the mindset that you're no longer sitting in satisfaction in a temporary space, but you are working hard to reach higher goals. You're content where you are, but you're not going to let that contentment go to satisfaction, which will become a permanent mistake. You're going to continue to reach for that higher goal that is so far out of reach, but you're going to reach and continue to drive and push yourself to get there. I hope you've been inspired. I hope something that I've said today has given you a little bit of inspiration and has given you a little bit more of a push to keep working hard at your dreams and your goal. Don't get satisfied. Be content, but don't get satisfied. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, until next time, every day is a new day to get it right.
You've been listening to Everyday Forward with Sidney Bryant. Until next time, remember, every day is a new day to get it right.